So, as I said, in addition to looking back, we also look forward. Helping us to look forward, we would like to hear two models. As I have mentioned, there are many research centers in our department. We have chosen two centers to present to you today. One is the Taoist Center, the other is the Buddhist Center. So please join me in welcoming once again Professor Lai. He is also the director of the Taoist Studies Center in our department. So he will share with us some of his experience in the Taoist Research Center. Professor Lai.
Thank you, Wyland. And before I present to you some information about the Center for Studies of Taoist Culture, I would like to highlight 3 points for your further understanding of the rationales of setting up different research centers on major religious traditions and in our department. 3 major objectives for us to envision a pluralistic religious studies in the departments. The first is to enhance academic research on religions in the university. And indeed, religious studies developed in academic Chinese academic community is very unique and rare. Even today in Hong Kong and in the mainland China. So in the Chinese universities, we have real opportunities to develop academic standards of religious studies. So this is our vision and also mission. The second thing is that we want to strengthen faculty resources in the departments. And by setting up different research centers, these objectives can be met in recent years. And the third one, for the benefits of learning religious studies in the departments for students, and different research centers can really provide a pluralistic environment for religious studies in the development. So for academic studies, for student learning, all these research centers can help our colleagues and also our department to meet the religious studies in contemporary periods in Hong Kong and in the world. And in the following, I would like to share with you some recent development of the Center for the Studies of Taoist Culture and the Development. And as you know that Taoism is an indigenous Chinese religion, but the problem is that Taoism is a religion which has not much understood by people in Hong Kong, not only in the Chinese community and also for academians in the university. So the Center for the Study of Taoist Cultures we have 3 major directions for the centers. The first one is advancing academic research on Taoist studies in Hong Kong. And the second is promulgating knowledge of Taoist culture for the general public. The third one is enhancing cultural and academic exchanges among Taoist organizations in Hong Kong and in the mainland China. And these 3 directions driven us towards good research centers of Taoist cultures in Hong Kong. For in the following, I would like to highlight certain activities that we have for the Taoist studies in the universities. The first one, for example, we have distinguished Taoist lectureships. We want to help our colleagues, our academians, and also students to have a better understanding of Taoist tradition in Chinese culture. And this year we first established a distinguished Taoist lectureships, which will be taking place in the next week. We invite a very famous Taoist Chinese study scholars from Chicago to deliver distinguished Taoist lectures for the university. And also we established, I do think this is the first bilingual English and Chinese international journal on Taoist studies. And this year, this is our second issues that we have published. And also the journals attracts many attentions, not only from Hong Kong, but also for scholars in the West. So the journals can help us to develop good academic studies of Taoism in our university and also in the world. Besides the above two activities, we have the following publication and research. And also our research mainly focus on Taoist traditions in Hong Kong and also in Guangdong area. I think this is the unique objective and role that the centers can play to facilitate a better understanding of Taoist traditions in local societies in Hong Kong and in Guangdong area. So, so we have published several books, for example, the Hong Kong Taoism, and also Taoist Studies and Chinese religious culture. And also, we also published books on studying Taoist ritual tradition in Hong Kong. The fourth major activities we have is international conference. And one significant and also remarkable achievement that the centers has is to initiate a Taoist art exhibition in 2008 in the museums of our Chinese universities. And this is very successful, and many attendance and also appreciations for these art exhibitions, so that people can have not only have certain intellectual understanding, but also visual understanding how Taoist art has its influence on Chinese culture. And the second major objectives for the Taoist centers is to provide education for the following two groups. The first one, for example, we have summer intensive program on Chinese culture and management for those Taoist masters from the mainland China. Every year we have a summer intensive program for 20 to 25 Taoist masters from mainland China to attend classes in our university on the subject of management, modern management, and in the context of Taoist temples and Taoist culture. And the second groups that we want to provide educations is those Hong Kong students who cannot or who have interest in learning Taoist culture. So we provide diploma programs for them to learn Taoist culture. This is a one-year diploma program. And this year we have 45 students who register in these diploma programs for learning Taoist culture. This diploma program is not a certain kind of academic, but we want to provide a systematic program for general publics to understand, to have a better understanding of Taoist culture. And also we have other activities for the general societies in Hong Kong, for example, book exhibition, and also we produce Taoist CDs of Taoist music and video for Taoist rituals. And for my understanding, Taoism is a kind of religious tradition who emphasizes liturgical dimensions instead of doctrinals or other so abstract level. And in our academic study of Taoist studies, certain scholars who are also interested in comparative studies between Taoism and Indian religions in the perspective of ritualistic elements. So I do hope that in our departments with more presence of Indian religions and cultures, we have a more interreligious dialogue between the two indigenous religious traditions in this world, Chinese and also Indian tradition. And finally, we, in order to have a better understanding of our activities for the centers, we always publish the newsletters for those people who are interested in knowing more about the center's activities. So to round up my brief introductions for the centers, we have three major objectives. One is academic studies, two is general education, and the third is to facilitate a better communication between the local religious organization, especially Taoist temples, and the university in Hong Kong, especially our departments. Thank you very much.